Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system. This is your chemistry class, 9th. Unit number is 4. Today we are going to discuss and learn the unit number 4. This is your chemistry book for class 9. Unit number is 4. Unit number 4 is about the structure of molecules. So the title of unit number 4 is Structure of Molecules. In this chapter we will learn about atoms, molecules and their bonding. So in introduction, look at what he is saying. The things around us are composed of matter. Yes students, all of us know that all the things which are present in our atmosphere, in our environment, are made up of matter, and all matter are the building blocks or are made up of atoms, and atoms are the very tiny particles. When two or more atoms, they form molecules which appear in different states of matter around us. The forces responsible for binding of the atoms together in a molecule is called chemical forces or chemical bonds. So students, this is the introduction about the chemical bonds. We say that when two or more atoms combine together, they form molecules. So the question arises, how do and why do atoms form chemical bonds? So here we have the two concepts. One is duplet rule and another one is octet rule. It is a universal rule that everything in this world tends to become more stable. कहता है ये एक यूनिवर्सल रूल है कि दुनिया में जो भी चीज़ है वो अपने आप को स्टेबल करने की तरफ जाती है. एंड एटम्स ऑलवेज ट्राई टू डू दिस स्टेबिलिटी फॉर देम. Atoms achieve stability, and how atoms can achieve stability for themselves? So atoms achieve stability by attaining electronic configuration of inert gases, helium, neon and argon. So students, how do atoms achieve stability? Atoms achieve stability by attaining electronic configuration. So here, having 2 or 8 electrons in the valence shell in sign of stability. 2 electrons or 8 electrons in the valence shell shows the stability of electronic configuration of atoms. Attaining 2 electrons in the valence shell is called duplet rule. If the atoms attain 2 electrons in their valence shell, this rule is called duplet rule, and while attaining 8 electrons in the valence shell is called octet rule. So after reading this, we come to the point that atoms attain stability if they maintain 2 electrons in their valence shell, or if they attain 8 electrons in their valence shell. So how can atoms attain or to become stable, attain electrons in their valence shell? Noble gases do have 2 or 8 electrons in their valence shell. So all noble gases are stable because they have 2 and 8 electrons in their valence shell. It means all the noble gases have their valence shells completely filled. Their atoms do not have vacant space in their valence shell to accommodate extra electrons. Therefore, noble gases do not gain or lose or share electrons because they are stable. They have already 2 or 8 electrons in their valence shell. That's why they are not reactive. Students, only those atoms are reactive which do not have 2 or 8 electrons in their valence shell. So, noble gases are stable. The importance of noble gas electronic configuration lies in the fact that all atoms try their best to have the noble gas electronic configuration. So इस तरह से जिस तरह noble gases अपने आप को stable रखे हुए हैं 2 या 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को अपने वैलेंस शेल में रख के, इस तरह बाकी तमाम एलिमेंट्स भी अपने आप को एटम्स उनके जो हैं स्टेबल करने के लिए 2 और 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को मेंटेन रखने की कोशिश करते हैं. फॉर दिस पर्पज एटम्स कंबाइन with one another, which is called chemical bonding. So for all this purpose atoms try to combine with one another, and this is called the chemical bonding of atoms. In other words, atoms form chemical bonds to achieve stability. How many ways an atom can accommodate 8 electrons in its valence shell? In 3 ways. In 3 ways, here we have the 3 ways in which an atom can accommodate 8 electrons in its valence shell. Number 1 is by giving valence shell electron if they are less than 3 to other atoms. Number 2, by gaining electrons. So by giving or by gaining or by sharing valence electrons, an atom can accommodate 8 electrons in its valence shell. What does it mean, students? It means every atom has a natural tendency to have 2 or 8 electrons in their valence shell. The atoms having less than 2 or 8 electrons in their valence shells are unstable. This is very important point. Please underline this line. The atoms having less than 2 and less than 8 electrons in their valence shells are unstable. इस तरह के atoms unstable होते हैं जिनमें 2 या 8 से कम electrons होते हैं, और स्टेबल एटम्स के अंदर जो है 2 और 2 या 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं. नाउ द क्वेश्चन अराइजेस दैट हाउ कैन वी आइडेंटिफाई द वे एन एटम रिएक्ट्स. द पोजीशन ऑफ एन एटम इन द पीरियोडिक टेबल इंडिकेट्स इट्स ग्रुप नंबर. As we have studied in chapter number 3, the group number is assigned on the basis of valence shell. For example, group 1 has only 1 electron and group 17 has 7 electrons in their valence shell. Now we are talking about the chemical bonding. Yes students, we said that atoms combine together and they make chemical bonds. Now what is chemical bond? Now we know about the duplet rule, we know about the octet rule. Now the question arises that what is chemical bond? A chemical bond is defined as a force of attraction between atoms then holds them together in a molecule. So chemical bonding is basically a force of attraction between atoms that holds them together in a molecule. In other words, during bond formation there is some force which holds the atom together. So students, it means that there is some force between atoms which make them to come or close together to make a molecule. This attaining of 8 electron configuration in the outermost shell either by sharing, by losing or by gaining electron is called octet rule. So this rule in which atoms complete their electronic configuration, complete their 8 electrons by gaining, by losing or sharing electrons is called octet rule. This octet rule only symbolizes that noble gas electronic configuration should be attained by atoms when they combine or react. For elements like hydrogen and helium which have only one subshell, this becomes duplet rule. But in case of hydrogen, they try to achieve 2 electrons in their valence shell, in their subshell, and this is called the duplet rule. And it plays a very significant role in understanding the formation of chemical bonding. If the bond formation is between ions, it is due to an electrostatic force of attraction between them. But if bond formation is between similar atoms or between the atoms that have comparable electronegativities, then the chemical bond formation is by sharing. So now he is telling you about the ionic and covalent bonding. That bonding is of 2 types, in which ionic bonding is such a type of bonding in which electrons lose or gain, and we have another type of bonding in which sharing of electron exists. When two approaching atoms come closer, the attractive as well as repulsive forces becomes operative. कहते हैं जब भी दो एटम्स आपस में करीब आना चाहते हैं, अट्रैक्टिव फोर्स भी एक्टिव हो जाती है, ऑपरेशनल हो जाती है, और रिपल्सिव फोर्स भी. The formation of a chemical bond is a result of net attractive forces which dominate. और जो attractive forces होती हैं वो ज़्यादा होती हैं, उनकी चार्ज ज़्यादा होता है, इसलिए जो है उनमें नेट अट्रैक्टिव फोर्स ज़्यादा हो जाती है. दैट्स वाई टू एटम्स अट्रैक्ट विद ईच अदर एंड दे फॉर्म बॉन्डिंग. सो स्टूडेंट्स, वी हैव डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ बॉन्डिंग. Yes, this is very easy. The valence electrons which are involved in chemical bonding are termed as bonding electrons. This is the definition of bonding electrons. The definition is the valence electrons, which are available in valence shells, which are involved in chemical bonding. उनको हम bonding electrons कहते हैं. They usually reside in the incomplete or partially filled outermost shell of an atom. और इस तरह के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कहाँ होते हैं? सबसे outermost shell पे एटम के. Depending upon the way how these valence electrons are involved in bonding. So as a result, we have 4 types of chemical bonds. Number 1, ionic bond. Number 2, covalent. Number 3, dative covalent or coordinate covalent bond. And last one is metallic bond. Now students, we will first look at the ionic bond. What is ionic bond? I already gave you the idea of ionic bond. That it is that type of bonding in which atoms combine together. This type of chemical bond which is formed due to the complete transfer of electron from one atom to another. So in ionic bonding, electrons lose or gain, atoms lose or gain electrons to complete the ionic bonding. So the elements of group 1 and 2 being metals have the tendency to lose their valence electrons. तो हमारे पास पीरियोडिक टेबल के ग्रुप नंबर 1 और 2 में जो मेटल्स वाले एलिमेंट्स हैं, उनमें एबिलिटी है कि वो अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को लूज कर सकते हैं और फॉर्म करेंगे पॉजिटिव चार्ज आयंस. स्टूडेंट्स, जब भी कोई एटम अपना इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करता है तो उस पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज आता है, और जो गेन करता है उस पर नेगेटिव चार्ज आता है. दिस इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ कैटाइन एंड एनाइन इन योर फर्स्ट चैप्टर. Whereas non-metals of group 15 or group 17 have the tendency to gain or accept electrons. और non-metals जो हमारे पास group 15 और 17 में है, उनमें ये ability है, tendency है, वो electron को gain कर सकते हैं. So if the atoms belonging to these different groups, metals and non-metals, are allowed to react, अगर इन्हें करीब लाया जाए reaction के लिए, chemical bond is formed. तो chemical bond form होता है, and this type of chemical bond is called ionic bond. For example, here we have the example of sodium chloride. Na is symbol of sodium, Cl is a symbol of chlorine. So when sodium reacts with chlorine, they form sodium chloride, and a bond is appeared. Chemical bond is appeared. Sodium chloride is a simple compound formed by sodium. Atomic number is 11. Chlorine atomic number is 17. So here in this example, sodium will lose his one electron, and chlorine is attain or get one electron or gain one electron from sodium. So sodium is giving his electron, and chlorine is accepting his electron. The frame indicates electrons in the valence shells of these elements. Sodium has only one electron. If we look at the outer shells of sodium, it has only one electron, and chlorine has 7 electrons. So chlorine, to get stable, chlorine will ask for one electron from sodium, and sodium will lose one electron to give it to chlorine, because when chlorine gets one extra electron from sodium, it will get towards the stability and attain its 8 electrons in its valence shell. Sodium being electropositive element has a tendency to lose electron, and chlorine being an electronegative element that has tendency to gain electron. Now this picture is showing the losing and gaining of electron, that how sodium is lose electron and chlorine will gain electron. By losing one electron from the outermost shell, sodium becomes positive ion and it is left with 8 electrons in the second shell, which will now become the valence shell. By gaining one electron, chlorine atom now also has 8 electrons in its outermost shell. So in this way, by gaining and by losing electrons, sodium and chlorine will get stable. So this equation is showing that sodium has positive charge and chlorine has negative charge by gaining and losing electron. So this type of bonding is called ionic bonds. Students, basically this is the concept of ionic bonding. Now these are the questions. Why do sodium form a chemical bond with chlorine? Because sodium has the ability to lose one electron. Why does sodium lose an electron and attain 1 plus charge? Because in the inner shell of a sodium it has 8 electrons. How do atoms follow octet rule to get stable? Which electrons are involved in chemical bonding? On the valence shell electrons are involved. Why does group 1 elements prefer to combine with group 17 elements? Because when the elements of group 1 have the tendency to lose electron, and group 17 elements have the ability to gain electron. Why chlorine can accept only one electron to fulfill its valence shell? Because in its outer shell, valence shell, it has 7 electrons. To get by getting one electron, it will get stable. Now the next type of bonding is covalent bond. Students, the elements of group 13 and group 17, when allowed to react with each other, they form a chemical bond by mutual sharing of their valence shell electrons. When a pair or mutual sharing of valence shell electrons occur, it will form a bond which we call covalent bond. इसमें gain और lose नहीं होता, बल्कि इसमें mutual sharing होती है electrons की. So this type of bond which is formed due to the mutual sharing of electrons is called a covalent bond. The energy chains during the covalent bond formation are of considerable value. When two atoms approach each other, attractive forces develop. जब दो atoms आपस में मिलने के लिए करीब आते हैं, attractive force develop होती है between electrons of one atom and nucleus of the other atom. Simultaneously, repulsive forces between the electrons of the two atoms as well as between their nuclei are also created. Repulsive forces भी create होती हैं और attractive forces भी create होती हैं. When the attractive forces dominate, क्योंकि attractive force ज़्यादा होती है, वो dominate करती है. Due to decrease in distance between these two atoms, a chemical bond is formed. तो उसके नतीजे में chemical bond form होता है, and that bond is called covalent bond. Formation of hydrogen, chlorine, nitrogen, oxygen gases are few examples of this type of bonding. Now we have the types of covalent bond. We have single covalent bond, double covalent bond and triple covalent bond. In single covalent bond, when electron is contributed by each bonded atom, one bond pair is formed. जब एक bond pair form होता है तो उसको हम single covalent bond कहते हैं. Here we have the example of hydrogen. Next, double covalent bond, when each bonded atom contributes 2 electrons. जब किसी भी bonded atom में 2 electrons मौजूद होते हैं, 2 bonded pairs are shared, 2 bonded pairs share होते हैं, we call it double covalent bond. And examples are oxygen and ethane. Triple covalent bond, when each bonded atom contributes 3 elements. जब bonded atoms contribute करते हैं 3 elements को, 3 bond pairs are involved. So this is called the triple covalent bonding. So here we have the examples of the molecules having triple covalent of nitrogen N2 and ethane C2H2 are the best examples of triple covalent bonds. So students, this is all for today. Allah Hafiz, take care.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system. Class nursery, today we learn how to write B. And you have to do this work on Al Hira English workbook. Okay, here we have ABC A to Z and English reading phonics sheet. First we read English reading phonics sheet. After that we read the ABC from A to Z. Okay, let's start reading. Name of the letter A is A, but the sound of the letter is A. Name of the letter B is B, but the sound of the letter is B. Name of the letter C is C, but the sound of the letter is C. Name of the letter D is D, but the sound of the letter is D. Name of the letter E is E, but the sound of the letter is E. Name of the letter F is F, but the sound of the letter is F. Name of the letter G is G, but the sound of the letter is G. Name of the letter H is H, but the sound of the letter is H. Name of the letter I is I, but the sound of the letter is I. Name of the letter J is J, but the sound of the letter is J. Name of the letter K is K, but the sound of the letter is K. Name of the letter L is L, but the sound of the letter is L. Name of the letter M is M, but the sound of the letter is M. Name of the letter N is N, but the sound of the letter is N. Name of the letter O is O, but the sound of the letter is O. Name of the letter P is P, but the sound of the letter is P. Name of the letter Q is Q, but the sound of the letter is Q. Name of the letter R is R, but the sound of the letter is R. Name of the letter S is S, but the sound of the letter is S. Name of the letter T is T, but the sound of the letter is T. Name of the letter U is U, but the sound of the letter is U. Name of the letter V is V, but the sound of the letter is V. Name of the letter W is W, but the sound of the letter W is W. Name of the letter X is X, but the sound of the letter is 6. Name of the letter Y is Y, but the sound of the letter is Y. Name of the letter Z is Z, but the sound of the letter is Z. Okay, let's read the ABC. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, W, X, Y, Z. Okay. Now students, let's learn how to hold a pencil. Okay, number 1 is put your thumb and forefinger just above the cone shaped part of the pencil. As you can see in the picture, put your thumb and forefinger just above the cone shaped part of the pencil. Number 2 is let the pencil rest between your thumb and forefinger. Number 2 is let the pencil rest between your thumb and forefinger. Then put your middle finger underneath for support, and you can see number 3, this is your middle finger. But students, you have to remember one thing always, don't do this. Pressure on the pointing finger and all fingers pulled into a fist. This way is the wrong way to hold the pencil. Okay, how to write B? 4-lined copy paper will help you write each letter evenly and uniformly. It will also help to distinguish the difference in size of the uppercase and the lowercase letters. Okay, let's write the B. Draw a straight standing line which starts from the first line till the third line. Now make a curve in first two lines which join the standing line, and make another curve in the middle lines and join it with the standing line to write B. So name of the letter B is B, but the sound of the letter is B-ba. B-ba, book. B-ba, book. Now how to write small b? Okay, now draw a straight standing line which starts from the first line till the third line. Now make a curve at the right side of the standing line in the middle lines which joins the standing line to write small b. So the name of the letter B is B, but the sound of the letter is B-ba. B-ba, book. Okay, write again. Draw a straight standing line which starts from the first line till the third line. Make a curve, make a small curve in first two lines which joins the standing line, and make another curve in the middle lines and join it with the standing line to write capital B. Okay, now write the small b. Draw a straight standing line from the first line till third line and make a curve at the right side of the standing line which joins the standing line to write B. So name of the letter B is B, but the sound of the letter is B-ba. B-ba, butterfly. B-ba, banana. B-ba, bird. B-ba, butterfly. B-ba, banana. B-ba, bird. Okay, write again how to write B. Remember? Okay, draw a straight standing line which start from the first line till the third line. Make a small curve in first two lines which joins the standing line. Make another curve in the middle lines and join it with the standing line to write capital B. Okay, now write small b. Draw a straight standing line from the first line till third line. Make a curve at the right side of the standing line which joins the standing line to write book. So B-ba, book. B-ba, book. Good. Now you know how to write B. Okay students, do practice and do this work on your workbooks. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.